What up, you two? Welcome back. Hooch and Company in the building. Hey man, we just gonna go ahead and go right into it. I believe One Piece was a major success. Besides the Rotten Tomatoes reviews and being in the top 80%, being number one in almost 84 countries worldwide, I say it's a goddamn success. We doing Stranger Things and Wednesday numbers. So we clearly doing something right. People are learning from past mistakes, and there is a place for live actions. There are a lot of complaints and stuff, but we're not gonna get into that. Um, let's shout out the crew, the showrunners, the set designers, the the extras, that they had to get for the show. And I am amazed. I'm blown away. They did an amazing job bringing this to life. What you want to capture is the essence of One Piece, and I think they accomplished that without deviating from the main story way too much. I think it was pretty spot on. Um, the cast, I love Inaki's portrayal of Luffy. I think it hit the. I think it hit. I think that is what reels all the people in. I think this is what is capturing people's hearts because Luffy as a protagonist is definitely eccentric and not the first person you think you're going to be rooting for. But I honestly like his portrayal of Luffy as well as the rest of the Straw Hats. Um, Only discrepancies I just wish we had more of Taz Scholar, but hopefully we get a season two. So we will see. We will see. I thought McKinney as Zoro was amazing. I think he is spot on. He is the king of live actions. It might not be a title anybody wants, but he definitely is the king. And if you're having a live action manga anime, please call this man because he's perfect and he is worth it. Um, Jacob as Usopp, I thought he was amazing. I thought he was really believable as the storyteller, as somebody that can reel you into his stories, that really make you capture that real essence of Usopp. Even though, as a viewer of the anime and reader of the manga, you know that Usopp is lying. But at the same time, I like Jacob's portrayal because he reels you in. He seems so real. And Emily Rudd is Nami. I think she was knockout, knockout. I think she did great. The little discrepancies with people talking about, oh, she was too much of this. Too chill out, chill out. They made this realistic. They made one of the most unrealistic worlds realistic. I can bang with it. Um, and it only gets crazier from here. After East Blue, it only gets crazier. So hopefully we do get to Reverse Mountain. You know what I mean? So I think Captain Koro was one piece that was left out of that trailer that they could have featured him and Kaya a little bit more, but I absolutely loved his performance. I think his movements with his uh I forgot the name of his little flash that move, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. At the times it was a little wonky because he was like so stiff. At the same time, he was very menacing, and that's what we wanted from Koro, especially with them changing the dynamic of how he's supposed to enact his plan. And I think killing off Mary was a nice touch. Like, go ahead, murk him. He don't get much to the story. He memorialized on the ship. Oh man, my man Smoker. So I love that they gave us a good cliffhanger to really like get people hyped for season two, and if they, them actually going to the Grand Line and encountering more people with devil fruits, new islands, new crewmates, things like that. I love the cliffhanger and just, the anticipation, the build up. This is what you want. This is what you want for any series that you're doing. Um, and it wasn't too much. They even made it so like even if they end up having to recast Smoker within the time frame of them seeing if they can get another season, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. They didn't even show him. They only showed the back of his head and some cigars. You can recreate that with just about anybody. All for all we know, that could be Matt Owens right now with a silver wig on. Now, they did say they had somebody casted for him, but at the same time, I'm just saying that could be recreated and redone and reshot easily. Even Oda asked for reshoots on some of this, and you can see it's very polished. I can see why he would give his blessing on a project like this. It brings it to a bigger, wider audience. Garp, a lot of people didn't like him being such a the antagonist of the whole series, but I loved it. You want to create a power structure, and you want to show that there are forces at play that are opposition to the pirates. And even though they don't want to delve into how deep the government goes to fleet admiral, admirals, vice admirals, rear admirals, they just gave you one vice admiral and his companion Bogard, and I think it was a nice introduction to the Marines. At the same time, also showing corruption in episode one with Axan Morgan. So I think it's a good depiction of how everything is going. Using Garp as a sole force, you don't want to just use any throwaway Marine. No other Marine I can honestly remember from the East Blue really, really comes back into play like that. And if I'm wrong, please tell me in the chat. Please tell me in the comments, whatever. Please just go ahead and let me know, because honestly, I don't really remember another Marine that was that prominent that's going to be reoccurring. And I think this is a great use of Garp. Um, Garp was a mystery almost up until I think it was what Water Seven. So yeah, I think this is a great way to introduce him without missing that opportunity to introduce power structures and a really really big like shock value thing of him being Garp's being Luffy's grandfather. So amazing touch, amazing, great job. Uh, Mihawk, I definitely was thrown off, but I like his depiction. I honestly thought of an Antonio Banderas type of voice, but I still rocked with it. He was still cold. I liked his sword play. I like how he was able to use the knife to push Zoro back. I liked it. I liked the choreography that they did in the show, mostly with most of the sword fighting. I thought that was pretty spot on. I think they get it's a challenge trying to do the devil fruits, but with sword fighting, it has been done plenty of times. So I really loved it. The wire work, it's all good. It's still fantasy, so you know what you're getting into when you decided to watch this. And saw the guy stretch in episode one. So um, all along, I liked how they used Arlong as a character that they could develop over a bunch of episodes instead of just having him be the big bad at the end. I think that loses all the impact value that he has and the fear of Fishman. Um, they actually helped develop that throughout the whole series, especially with him showing up at Buggy's, Big Top, and things like that. So I think that was a great decision. It's always going to be criticism. It's not going to always fit everybody's opinion of what should happen, but in most series, the big antagonist is actually introduced very early. So I think they did it justice. Nami hinted to it in episode two, and from there on, we had a suspicion that there was somebody else that was out there. So I I love it. This was leading up to Buggy's Big Top. I like how they used this. It definitely reminded all of the previous readers and watchers of For the Bark when they accidentally opened. Well, they didn't accidentally when they opened up that barrel and pretty much gave themselves away. But I like them using this as a way to knock them out and capture them. Um, Brilliant idea, and I love how it looked. How it was shot, it was shot beautifully. It was shot beautifully. I was amazed at it, and then Luffy still being able to swallow the map and see out the back of the window and see it was pirates. I was impressed. I would have liked to see Buggy's ship a little bit more if it was, you know, if they actually built it. But sometimes budgets. Hey, we go with CGI in the mist and say it was a ship. I'm all for it. Hopefully, y'all making all the money that y'all spent right back. My man Buggy, Jeff Ward, he did an amazing job. Great clown. Um, impersonation as an actor, and knowing that Buggy is supposed to be funny but not funny, supposed to be menacing but not is not menacing. It was a great depiction of his character. I think him and Anaki really knocked out their roles because they were two most important. Um, I think introduction to Devil Fruits early in the show, it is integral that you have to do that, and they did it right with both characters. Now, with stretching powers, you're gonna have people that be like, it's not the coolest, but at the same time, I think they did it really well. Given the circumstances of of what the hell is a devil fruit. It's better than somebody having super strength. Again in another another series and people just flying off. I liked it. Um, Shanks and young Luffy. It was a lot of slander about young Luffy. I ain't really got much to say about the boy. He's young. Um, you and what I got to say is like the backstories. I don't think they are supposed to be the most groundbreaking flashbacks that they want to really have in here at this point. They just want to establish characters, and I think they did a very good job establishing characters for people who are new to One Piece. It's not always about pleasing the old fans. Sometimes it's also about pleasing new fans and letting them know, oh, this is what it is about. We're gonna break it up so you're not bored by a whole story that doesn't really pull you. They can break it up and put it in between action. So I liked how they did a lot of the flashbacks and the backstories. I think it was done perfectly. And for some reason, I guess y'all really want people to be able to act as well as you imagine them acting as an anime like character. It really doesn't work that way. Um, I think the boy was annoying just as young Luffy was annoying. One for one. I think he did a damn good job. Shanks, he had some slander too, but at the end of the day, we only gonna get but so much. So enjoy what you get. Now, that can be a recast, but at the end of the day, I think he's a great Shanks. I think he has a great portrayal. I like his accent to go along with the character. Um, and he does have a suave demeanor to him. So at the end of the day, I think the idea of Shanks in people's minds is Johnny Depp with the red wig on. Um, and we're just not getting it. We're not getting Johnny. We're not getting Johnny. So it is a okay. I love these performances. I love how they brought this to life because it wasn't an easy feat. And if anybody thinks it was easy, please do your own live action to let us know because I know it's not easy. And it's crazy. We came all the way from being mad that Luffy had on shoes to being mad about his child actor. Uh, get out of here. Get out of here. That's how nitpicky some of this stuff can be. So take your losses. But for the most part, I recommend the One Piece live action for everybody over the age of 14. The TV 14 rating for the show. Because there is some blood, which is very good to see in this show. Um, the actual deaths, not no fake out deaths. I think that was an amazing addition to the live action. A lot different from the manga and anime. But yeah, I am thrilled. I love what I see, and I'm going to be rooting for a season two. I want Baroque Works. I want to see Crocodile. I want to see Smoke. I want to go to Logtown. I want to see Chopper. I said it. I want to see Chopper. So Chopper. I want to see Robin. Um, and if we can get that, I honestly think this series can continue for years to come. For years to come. Um, I think out of all the flashbacks that need to be the most fire, I think is Robin's. But we got time to get to that. But for now, I think the flashbacks that we're getting are very good, to the point, simple, and being able to experience more of the grand line in a new season is going to blow people away. And I think this is the best way to get people to really like dive into everything One Piece. If you look at streaming sites now, they have One Piece movies, updating the episodes of the anime. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's crazy. For years and years, we've been trying to get people to watch this anime, but it's too many episodes. It's too many episodes. Well, now you got 8 episodes to hurry up and catch up to at least just the beginning. We're here. We're here. We're here. And we're not going anywhere. And even if the live action doesn't hold, I can guarantee right now that there are thousands to hundreds of thousands of people who are now interested in One Piece and what it's all about and what all this hype has been about for all these years. But thank y'all for tuning in. Uh Catch y'all next time on Hoochie Company. I got a lot more things I want to review episode 1. I want to get to some other things, but we will get to that in due time. Um Please like the video, subscribe to your boy. Until next time, I'm out.